Welcome to the Culture Valley, where you can find all kinds of culture in just one place.
Yep, there we go. So today we've got a very special episode planned. We've got our friend Ju here.
Hi.
Accompanying us. She comes all the way from the same city that we live in. But also she's got a cool heritage and cool culture behind her. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But yeah, so today we're not doing it in Portuguese because our special guest doesn't speak Portuguese.
Unfortunately.
You'll have to learn one.
I know, I want to learn it really
It's
bad.
not all the world that speak Portuguese, guys, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, but so we'll do it in English, but if you are an only Portuguese speaker or Brazilian or whatever, then we'll put Portuguese subtitles on our YouTube channel. But yeah, so I guess just to get started, we'll have Ju introduce herself,
Okay.
Tell us where you're from, what
Okay,
you're all
sounds
about.
good. Yes. Hi guys.
You can speak Korean if you want.
Let's edit this part.
Oh my gosh. No. We're going raw. We're going raw footage.
Okay. Hi Culture Valley people. 안녕하세요. My name is Ju. It's actually Juyeon, Korean name, but I go Ju for short here because it's easier to call that way. I mean, there's still some people who can call me Juyeon, then I'll just let them call me Juyeon. Anyways, I live pretty close to them actually. It was like pretty close. But then where I'm from is South Korea. Ta-ta. I'm from Seoul, South Korea, and I lived there for 18 years. Basically, like 70% of my life, I guess. 80%?
Yeah, something like that.
80%. More than that, actually. More than that. if it was going to be 70%,
You're
I
so
would
good
have
with
been
numbers.
Yeah, I would have been really old, I guess. Anyways, I've been studying in United States for 3.5 years so far. I did 1 year of school in BYU, Idaho, up in Idaho, and I've been in Provo for 2.5 years. And this semester I'm graduating. I'm studying in computer science.
Go Cougars.
There you go.
Yes.
And she has a creator account as well, so if you want to tell us a little bit about that, what you do and what's the handle.
Right now I have an Instagram. It's called try_it. It's because it's basically Ju plus try it, so it's me, one man try guys show kind of thingy. So I basically do whatever I want and then post on internet. That's what it is basically. I'm into a lot of different things like gardening, going to gym, and I'm going to start learning how to snowboard as well this winter.
That's cool.
Go.
So if you guys have pass, we should go together.
Yes, let's do it. I have the Mountain Collective pass.
What is that?
It's, I mean...
What resort do you have access to?
Like, there's like Sundance and then, what else is there? Solitude, I think there's Solitude, Snowbird, Alta.
Awesome.
Pretty much everything in Utah.
Yeah,
All the
okay.
big ones.
I had to learn skiing still.
Let's do it. That'd be a good time.
Yeah.
You're gonna do skiing,
I never
not
skied
snowboard?
before, like snowboard. And I never see snow before the United States, actually.
Wait, Brazil doesn't snow?
No.
So,
Like in a couple states, but like it's not normal, It's just like when it's so cold.
Uh-huh.
It's always never. Because Brazil
That's
is hot.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's always hot or
Yeah,
it's like
something.
something like that?
Yeah.
It depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
They have seasons down there, but not
It's
in the
just
northern
like
part.
summer and extreme summer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
and then rainy.
Exactly.
I see.
Rainy.
Yeah, rainy but summer.
Rainy is the
Makes
winter,
sense.
Uh-huh.
Makes
Winter
sense.
is rainy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's cool. Is there a lot of mountains in Korea?
Korea is actually covered with mountains.
Okay.
So 70% of Korean land is covered with mountains.
Oh, wow.
So the population of Korea is like 50 million right now.
Oh, for
Okay.
real?
Yeah, but then only 30% of the whole land is livable.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And South
So
Korea's
all
not
those-
that big either.
South Korea is about Utah size.
Yeah.
For real?
Yes,
Crazy.
really small. Well, if we combine with North Korea, it gets bigger, but
Yeah.
Well,
South Korea. So far, yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, in this podcast specifically, we're gonna talking about your experience like studying here. So this podcast we're talking about like the foreign studies, you know, and you are a foreign stud, I think.
I am.
Yeah.
I am a very international student.
Super international.
Yeah. So let's see. You said you've been here for 3 years. 3.
Yeah, 3 years and a half. Yeah.
Okay. How was the transition like coming from Korea to here?
Coming from Korea to here, there were so many different things.
Yeah, it's an Asian country.
But it's totally adaptable. It was adaptable for me. Well, it depends on people, right? I think me being extrovert helps.
Okay.
Yeah, to adapt here.
That does help.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of Americans are extrovert. A lot of Koreans are introvert, actually. They like to stay at home, play League of Legends,
It's like
or
Brazil
play
on the
games.
street.
Brazilians are like
Brazil
that too.
is exactly like that.
Except for they're all extroverts that play League of Legends.
We are super like.
Yeah. But yeah, when I came here, Americans enjoy going outside and do outdoor activities. Maybe it's a Utah thing too. Utah and Idaho. But yeah, that was pretty new to me. And I liked trying new stuff. So I didn't mind doing new stuff like that. So it was enjoyable, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
United States is the perfect place for trying something, new things. Actually.
Yeah, it's kind of a melting pot. I mean, even in Utah, as culturally strong as it is, like there's a lot of diversity here too, which is cool. Especially because of the universities that are here.
Yeah, probably specifically like a lot of foreigners, like different people from the different countries.
More diverse.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Diverse.
I love that.
Actually, my friend made fun of me for saying that BYU is pretty diverse. Do you agree with that? Like, there's
Oh gosh.
Like,
I mean, a lot of white people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like in my mind, it was more diverse than Korea, where everyone's Asian,
of course.
So I was like,
it's
wow,
the same
this
for
is so
it's the same for
diverse.
my country too. You know, like there's no like a university in Brazil like that BYU, like a lot of foreigners. You know, like But I think for the United States, BYU is not so like. Diverse.
Not so diverse for United States.
Exactly, for the United
compared
States.
to Korea. So diverse.
Yeah.
In Korea, I've never met Brazilian.
Oh yeah. Brazil is
Yeah,
Never met a
know.
Brazilian.
It's
It would
random.
be kind of rare, I guess, to see a Brazilian. It's kind of a random place. I don't even know if they have history, South Korea and Brazil, like international relation history.
But actually, it's crazy because Brazilians is like a cockroach, you know? You can find in whatever place. Like, all the places of the world, you can find a Brazilian.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If you looked hard enough.
Exactly.
I'm sure Seoul has a few if you know where to look. But, yeah, so... Did you learn English before, or did you learn English here?
Yes, I learned English before. So, all Koreans need to learn English from 3rd grade.
Oh, wow.
That's mandatory. But I started even before. Yeah, I started even before, and I grew up in the Church of Latter-day Saints. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah,
I've got to say the full name.
Okay.
You know, there are a lot of American missionaries coming to Korea as well. And I was able to talk to them because they were around. So I think that really helped me learning more, like making my English skill better.
Yeah.
Well,
But how is this classes in Korea, like the English class in the school? Like,
English.
so you finish your high school like fluent in English or no?
No.
Probably
No.
not. This
Koreans don't speak English at all in real life, right? They just learn it. It's like Americans learning Spanish.
right.
Well, American learning Spanish is different too, because like everything is basically written in English and Spanish, right? But in Korea, everything is written in Korean, right?
Yeah.
People, it was really rare to find someone who speak English, like foreigner. It was rare to find someone like that when I was growing up there. now there are more people, but so it's basically everyone's really good at reading and writing, and they might have better grammar than you do, but then they can't speak.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I was a little bit more lucky. Like I listen to Coldplay, like pop songs.
Oh, there you go.
Talk to missionaries.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good way.
Yeah,
just
I have more ways to practice.
You said that you served in Canada.
Yeah, Canada, Calgary.
Can you say something about that?
Canada, Calgary.
This was as a missionary, right?
As a missionary?
Yeah.
Yes, I spoke English there, and where should I look? There? You guys? I'll look at
You can look at us if you'd like. We're not that ugly, right? Just kidding.
But I'll say this to Canadians. All these Canadians watching this. Your foods are amazing. While I was serving there, I served there for only 9 months because of COVID. I got reassigned to South Korean mission. But during that 9 months, I gained more than 20 pounds because your food was so good. Yes, it was so good.
No.
Canadians, don't forget to follow her. Okay.
Yeah. And Canada was super cold, but I used to weigh much more than this. So I had a lot of body fat, and it was perfect for me. I didn't really feel that cold. So
help insulate, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I originally wanted to serve in Mexico, and I prayed for it. Either Mexico or Japan or Taiwan.
That's like that's like a huge thing. Mexican culture and Korean culture, like mix. Mm-hmm. I know there's a big in LA. There's a huge like kind of there's a Korean town, right, in LA. And LA is like super, it's close to the borders. Well, there's a lot of Latino people there in LA, and so the culture kind of gets mixed.
Yeah.
And so I've always
seen... LA is
seen...
a melting pot, right?
Like when someone says Korea, I sometimes associate that a little bit with like Mexican culture as well. Because of the vision that we have of like the LA Korean Mexican culture.
Yeah.
So that's funny. That's cool that you wanted to go to Mexico.
Yeah. It was mainly because people there are awesome. Like they're so friendly. Everyone becomes friend in Mexican culture, and their food is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted the most. It's really hot there, right? But then Canada was actually really good fit. When I opened my mission call, I was really shocked. I didn't expect Canada at all, but then it was Canada, and it was super cold, and it wasn't cold to me, so it was perfect for me. I'm weaker to the heat. Yeah. I'm stronger to cold. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, mission calls in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we all serve missions, us three. We served as missionaries, and we don't pick where we go, and so we receive a letter that tells us from the leaders of the church where we'll serve our mission.
It's a full-time work too.
Yeah, and so that's kind of what she was talking about with that. The mission call is what we call it. But yeah, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, so basically I served my mission for 18 months, and these guys served for
2 years.
Yeah, 24 months. Yeah,
24 months, 2 years. Yeah.
That's cool. I had a couple questions about like the school culture.
Yeah.
So we recently interviewed someone that had spent time in Japan and Brazil, and she kind of compared the two, like the work ethic and the priorities of Japanese students versus Brazilian students. What are like some of the priorities of Korean students? Are they hardcore, study a lot, impress the parents kind of thing, or is it more laid back, go to parties? How does that work?
Okay, here's an interesting difference between America and Korea. American students have to study harder in university, right? To graduate. But then in Korea, students usually study really hard till high school. And then once they get into university, they just start partying.
Oh, okay.
They will just put a minimum effort to graduate, I guess.
So university is easy in
University
Korea.
is easier, but it's harder to get in. It's extremely hard to get in.
In the high school, okay.
But in the US, it's hard to... It's easy to get in.
Easy to get in, hard to get out.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you had a hard life in high school and now in the college.
Yes, exactly.
You picked the worst two
because I was
times.
preparing to go to Korean school as well, and there's this exam that everyone takes once a year. So if you do bad on that, you need to wait another year to take an exam.
Oh.
So yeah,
What's it called?
It's called 수능.
Sunan?
수능, yes.
Okay.
수능. Yeah. So I was studying all for that, and then I didn't really do good. It was not the best, but then now that I'm thinking that for my interest and everything and my personality, coming here for me was a better fit. Yeah.
Did you study? Sorry.
No, you're good. Go for it.
Did you study in Korean college before the United States?
No,
Okay.
I came straight after my high school.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but then in high school, in my generation, they used to have different groups of students that study STEM or everything other than STEM, like art or like exercise and everything, or like literacy, political study, and all those. They're not STEMs. So I was in the STEM. So like I was already interested in what I'm studying right now. Computer.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah.
Like the hard science stuff kind of thing.
Yeah, hard science kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. What are like, so are Korean schools expensive, the colleges? How does that work?
Depends on the school. Just like America having the state university and the private school, Korea has something similar to that too. So if you go to the public school, it's cheaper, but private school, it's how much does my sister pay? Let me think. Private school, I think it's like, compared to US, it's really cheap.
Okay, but it's more expensive.
Around $4,000 per semester.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Yeah, that's normal here. That's cheap here.
Cheaper, yes.
Yeah, that's
so the
cheaper.
public college, but you have to pay, but it's cheaper.
Public college will be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to pay.
Yes, you need to pay unless you have scholarship.
That's crazy. So
yeah,
because in Brazil we have like a public college and public schools too, like high schools and stuff, and we don't have to pay.
The public college, you don't?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we have like a private like college, of course, but the best college in Brazil is the publics, you know.
Oh, so you don't pay, but then it's hard to get into the public.
Exactly.
I see.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Brazil's the opposite of, I guess, Korea and the U.S. because it sounds like private school is maybe a little bit more prestigious, maybe. I don't know. Or at least more expensive in Korea.
Yeah, they're more expensive, but the most prestigious school in Korea is Seoul University, Seoul National University. That one is public.
Oh, is that?
Gotcha. But that one's cheap, public, but then it's crazy hard to get in. Like only 0.001%. Not that much, but like around that much percentage.
It's like the Harvard of Korea kind of thing.
Even harder than Harvard. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It's something like that in Brazil too. Like it's hard to get it.
Yeah. So do you finish high school at 17 or 18?
Good question. So I got into school earlier than other people. So Korean school starts in March.
Okay.
In March?
In March.
Yeah, that's different already.
In March. And Korea, this year they're trying to get rid of, but there was a system called Korean age. So, in Brazil or America, when you're born, you're 0, right? 0 years old.
Yeah.
And then every birthday you gain
you have
age,
months,
right?
Like
in Korea, when you're born, you're 1.
Oh wow.
And everyone gain age.
You're born
January 1st. So everyone gain age January 1st. That means everyone who born in the same year has same age, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how we calculate the grade. And like that's how they go to school, right? But my birthday is in January, so it's
Oh, so
after the cut, but then like before the school starts, right? So yeah, I just got into school.
So were you were young or old? You're in your class.
I was young.
Young, that's right.
I was young.
That's how that would work.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I graduated, it's complicated. Graduated, I was 18. So the graduation is in February. So I just barely turned 18.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I think that's what happened.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Huh, that's different. I never knew that about Korea. That's so interesting. So you finished high school. You just started your degree here, right? So you didn't like come and you said you had learned English beforehand. Okay.
So after I messed up that one exam in Korea,
yeah. Oh, you retook it.
I started studying for TOEFL. TOEFL is an English exam. You might have taken it too,
I'm
right?
prepared to do.
Yeah. So I prepared that. I studied for like 2 weeks and took it and got enough score to get in BYU, I think. Yeah, so...
Man.
Yeah. I was lucky. Yeah. A lot of people spend more time than that to study more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
TOEFL is hard.
TOEFL's the worst. I've taken a couple of practice like question stuff and it's hard. TOEFL's weird. Like even for me, you have to like pick out it's not like grammar or like spelling or anything like that. It's like you have to get like the feeling
comprehension
of like comprehend it.
Comprehend it,
which I guess makes sense
because that's what we need in the States, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
like that's what's like truly important is comprehension, right? But yeah, it's just different from every other test, I think.
I hate it, but I have to prove that I speak English, so that sucks.
That's cool. Yeah, no. So, so you came from Korea. You came here. Do you see like? I mean, I'm not super familiar with like the Korean culture here. Is there a lot of Koreans here in Utah?
In Utah, we're getting more Koreans in Utah. I think in BYU there are more than 100 students. More than 100. There's some in UVU as well.
I can see a lot of Koreans like on the streets, walking like.
There are a lot
crazy.
of ELC students as well.
Yeah. We went in a Korean restaurant here.
We did.
Wait, which one?
Which one?
It's they put like sugar in the bread.
Oh, it was odd.
Muyamo?
Yeah.
Muyamo?
Yeah, it was like they made like a sandwich, but then they put powdered sugar.
Yeah,
is that a thing?
Is it normal in Korea?
There's that kind of toast chain, like franchise in Korea. I think he made it in that style. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty normal. Like, I tried it too, like just last week, and I was just like, whoa, this is Korean.
That's
Korean style. Yeah, it's kind of sweet and what do they have? They sometimes have some ham in there. And cheese and cabbage.
And eggs too.
Yeah.
Actually, I love it.
Did you like it?
I love it. Yeah. Like, it's good. Like, so different because sugar in the bread, like, doesn't make sense in my head. But
it
was so delicious.
Yeah, right? It was different.
Your brain doesn't understand, but your mouth can understand, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember, I think we went there and, like, we went there when they first opened.
Oh,
really? It was, like, pretty early. And... we asked for water and they didn't have water.
Oh yeah.
I think their machine was broken.
Yeah, gotcha. They had water when I went.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad that they got it.
The Koreans drink water too.
Koreans drink water too. I've been drinking, guys.
You walk in and you're like, oh yeah, we don't drink water. What's water?
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, wait, before that, so are you gonna stop
It's fine, it'll be fine.
Okay, let's just cut that. Okay, my question is like, I know like probably like Asian language is completely different than like English.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I wanna know about like your process to change the language, for Korean to like start to thinking in English, like to studying in English, like
that's a good question. I'll say Chinese is pretty similar to English. Like the structure-wise.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Like grammar?
Yeah, like grammar. Yes. Okay. But Korean and Japanese are completely different. Like right? You know what it is. You've been studying Japanese, right? So, like, what were some different things?
Is it the same in like? Because in Japanese, instead of saying I eat an apple, you say I apple eat. Technically,
yes.
Is it like that in Korean too?
It's same. It's same. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So after you learn Japanese, you should learn Korean. It was similar.
Yeah, maybe. I'd like to. It'd be a great language.
Yeah. When I'm studying, I don't know. At first, when I came here, it was kind of. I mean, I did a lot of I did a lot of practice in Korea too, like listening practice, but English you need to for my Korean brain to process English, I need to listen to the end of the sentence of English.
It's the same, like
because it flips, right?
Exactly.
The last thing that comes in English sentence should go on the first. So when I'm translating for someone or something like that, I need to wait till the end, and then my brain starts going.
Exactly.
It was like that at first, but then after living here for couple more months, I think I started thinking in English too. So I have basically my language brain is bipolar. Bipolar.
That's good. You said something interesting. You said you were extroverted as well, or So I think that's super important when you're learning a language.
Yeah.
Because just not being afraid to go talk to people and mess up is like it's huge.
Yes. Because you have to talk to people to learn a new language, you know.
Right,
this is one of the most important part, like learning another language.
It's like a muscle.
Exactly.
It's like a muscle.
It's a muscle actually. It's your brain.
If you stop doing bicep curls, your biceps are gonna get small like me and Paises.
Because like Bell, sorry, Joshua.
Yeah.
Because I just call him Bell.
Elder
because,
Bell?
Yeah, Elder Bell, you know. Whatever. So I studied Japanese for 3 years too.
Oh, really?
But I don't remember anything. Don't ask me anything. So I remember a couple words and lyrics too, but
letters.
Yeah, letters. Yeah. But I think it probably is pretty different than Korean because I don't know exactly like Korean, but I think it's more technical. Like
yeah. Here, let me see.
Korean is similar to Spanish. It's just based on sounds, but then the root of the words
like you speaking.
For
real?
Like that's Korean, right? Is it?
No, this is
turn it around. Turn it around. Yes.
Oh, that's right.
So this is the number 10.
That's number 10.
Number 10.
But this is what is this?
E.
Okay.
That's basically the last name Lee.
Oh, is that?
We write it in that. Yeah.
Okay, I wanna try something.
Yeah.
So. Because you're talking about like the grammar, like totally different, you know. Let's write like phrases. One in Portuguese, in English.
One in Portuguese, English,
and Korean.
Yeah.
So actually, would be a question, but I don't know. Did you work today?
Did you work today?
Did you work today?
Okay. In Portuguese, I hope I don't. Yes. Right, wrong.
Let's see, it's a V.
I'm finally learning Portuguese today.
V-O-C-E.
V-O-C.
Você.
Yeah, perfect.
You spoke like a Japanese, like você.
Oh, gosh.
Você. Like so brutal.
I can do softer.
Você is you. Você.
Você.
There you go. Perfect.
Você.
T-R...
A-L-H
B.
Hey, come on.
Oh, sorry. You can say it.
Try.
Você trabalhou.
Yeah.
Trabalhou.
Trabalhou.
Yeah. So the L.
Wait, is this work?
So the L and the H together makes a.
If you say like, it can. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Does this mean work?
Yeah, it's work.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I did a little bit of French Duolingo and it really sounds similar.
Yeah. Like Italian, French, and like.
Yeah, they're kind of similar. Right?
Yeah, super similar. So I think I can understand the Italian guy speaking.
Really?
Yeah, like. But
and
I don't know
Spanish
anything in Italian actually. I don't know. Okay, this is Portuguese. Você trabalhou hoje?
Oh, wait.
So, okay, so
well, you have
just
to show it.
Yeah, just for the grammar.
Yeah.
So we have the pronoun here, you, right?
Yeah.
Você.
Lift it up just a little bit higher. I think, well, like this way.
That way?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like você, like
você.
You.
You.
Trabalhou is like work.
Trabalhou.
It's the verb.
And it's conjugated to você.
Yeah, because the verb is trabalhar. Actually, trabalhar.
Oh,
like,
but then they change
in the simple form. But this is the conjugated. And hoje, like today.
Today.
Yeah, and we have a question mark here.
Gotcha.
So this is the estrutura. How can I say that in English?
Structure.
A structure.
Yeah, the grammatical structure.
Exactly. In Portuguese, so we have the pronoun, the verb like conjugated, and today.
Yeah.
We don't have the thing in English that change like to put the verb. Yeah. So you will explain that.
Yeah. So in English, it's the same structure, like. Except for we have this weird thing called did and do and does that doesn't translate at all. Did you work today? So it's actually right, it's the same. It's the same structure technically, like the subject, the verb, and the object. So SVO.
Yeah.
But you have to put the
then you put
before.
did, which is
okay.
I'll show you Korean.
Korean.
Yeah, and then put like the translation, literal translation underneath in English if you can.
Okay.
If you can, I don't know how that works.
I need to know something. Do you guys want me to write it in polite form or casual form?
Go polite.
Because it's important in Korea.
Oh, actually, because this. Você
that's polite.
Yeah, that's polite.
Yeah.
Você trabalhou hoje. Yeah, just polite form. Because I think, did you work today? It's polite form too.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not polite would be like, did you work today?
Do you work today?
Jew?
Jew?
Do you work today?
Bad joke, man. Oh my gosh.
Okay, here it is. Ta-da.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, now please explain that.
So this is 오늘 일했어요. So 오늘 is today, 일 is work, 했어요 is did. And the question mark.
Wait, you put it today first. Where's the
So when we're talking, we don't really say subject.
You don't say subject?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was a big difference between English and Korean. You guys always say she or he or person's name, right?
Yeah.
We often just
Cut
skip
it out.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when we're talking, we know who we're talking about. Right? So there are different words to point them out, rather than she or he. Yeah. And they're usually gender mutual.
Okay.
Gender neutral. Neutral.
Oh,
yes.
so there's no masculine, feminine in the words? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I guess
Nothing
there's
like
not
that.
in English either.
Yeah.
The pronouns
Actor, actress.
But this is an exception, so...
Exception?
It's exception, so...
In Portuguese, every word.
In Portuguese, like, all the words is masculine and feminine, like, all.
Like pizza is feminine, right?
Yeah, pizza is
La
feminine.
pizza?
La pizza?
La
something
pizza?
like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so today work did. So you kind of see why I was having hard time at first time, like when I'm translating for someone and I need to wait all the way to the end of the sentence to put today on the front of my sentence.
Ah, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that would be.
And you guys have like question mark too, right?
Yeah, we have question mark.
Okay.
Japanese don't have question mark, but yeah,
Right.
Korean has question mark.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
In Spanish, they put like another question mark, but you know, like this. I have no.
Oh yeah, the flipped one, right?
It doesn't make sense.
Yes, yes, that was pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure like no one even uses that anymore.
Really?
Well, like I think on like social media posts and stuff in Spanish, people don't.
Nobody uses it
Really?
for real.
But
it's going to.
well, at least my mom doesn't.
Oh, your mom does.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, probably is grammatically incorrect, right? If you don't use.
Technically, I think yeah.
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 I guess I should explain more about how Korean works. So, they look kind of. They kind of look like an alien language, right?
That's what I always say.
But then it's really easy to learn the letters. But it's hard to learn language, but easy to learn letters. It's same as Spanish. They just sound exactly like what's written. So basically, I'll take this thing apart. So this is O. It's this one and this one. So it's like, what is the word for like A, E, O, U?
Vowel?
Vowels. Yeah. So these are vowels, but whenever we want to make the vowel sound, we put this circle thingy. So that basically becomes O.
Okay.
So these are like Lego bricks stacked up. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So works same as Spanish. Anyone can read it if they know the letters.
Do you guys use kanji at all, or like Chinese derived character?
Like 60 years ago, they would still mix Koreans and Chinese, because historically Korea used to think that China is a big country. It means like they're bigger, better.
I see.
They're smarter and things like that. But then Korea has its own heritage too. But then there was this thoughts going on people that if they mix Chinese character, it makes them more noble. Well, one of the reasons why is also Chinese characters were not accessible to everyone because they're just so hard to learn. Right? You just basically need to memorize everything, and you need to find someone that can teach you.
Because not everyone knows.
Yeah, not everyone.
Well, you don't know just off the street kind of thing.
Right, you don't know just off the street, and Chinese character, you don't know, then you don't know, right?
Right.
That's basically why this Korean king named Sejong invented Korean letter. Yeah, so that anyone can read.
He was smart.
I
think Chinese and Japanese, they still use the Chinese derived.
Right.
And it's tough.
It is tough, right?
There's a lot of characters, and if, like you said, if you don't know, then you just don't know.
So it's the same thing for North Korea too, right?
North Korea has Korean Korean letters as well.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so like 60 years ago, it was still pretty cool to know a lot of Chinese character, because that means they're smarter, right? Because they know the less accessible characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it was more fancy to do that, but not anymore.
It's like you're smarter.
We love Korean now. We still learn Chinese character in elementary and middle school. Oh, even high school. Actually, we learn some, but it's just to expand our knowledge. It's like an add-on. It's not like necessary in our lives anymore.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, our time is starting to run out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it goes by fast, doesn't it?
Wow, yeah.
It's been like 30 minutes already.
Yeah.
But we have one last question for you, Pies, if you want to ask what it is.
Okay, so we always say this, ask for this question for like our guests. So the question, what is culture means for you, for yourself? Like, what is your feelings about culture? What is culture for you?
Culture?
Yeah, like what is culture?
What is culture for me? It's something that I was born with, right? And culture connects me with my families and my friends. And Korean culture is pretty interesting too, in my opinion, because it's very random. It's just Korea is a small little country, but K-pop is super popular now, and a lot of people are being more interested in Korean too. So actually, me knowing a lot about Korean culture, I mean, me being living in Korea for that long time and having that culture with me, helped me connect with more people actually. Were you asking me about specifically Korean culture or just culture in general?
Just culture in general.
Culture in general, okay.
You can't say about like your culture, you know, because it's your culture.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
It's your answer.
Awesome. Okay. I really like the diversity of cultures, because culture is a big part of who you are. It explains a lot of things about you, right? Even if you don't speak about it, like it's in you, and like that kind of forms your characteristics in everything too, I think. So I think knowing different culture helps us understand different people too, and I think we should continuously try to learn other people's culture, like not being racist.
Cool. Yeah.
Being racist, you know.
I like
learn other cultures and maybe just try it out. A lot of people are scared to try new stuff, but me owning my creator account called Dry It, I will just say, just try it out. Yeah. Try it out. Yeah.
Well, that's perfect because I think, well, I like your response, first of all. It was great. I loved it. Also, yeah, we'll put like the photo of her creator account here again. Yeah. She already said it, so so that's perfect. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us in the podcast. Thanks for accepting this.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Invitation, I guess.
Good.
Yeah, but for you guys that are watching, thank you for listening, for tuning in. Truly great. Make sure to like this video. If you have a comment or a question, definitely leave it in the comments below, and share with your friends, because
exactly. Don't forget to share with your friends.
Yeah.
And don't forget to follow her too.
Yeah.
Yes, follow me, please.
Don't forget.
Follow me, please.
We're gonna put her Instagram in the description in the video, so you can find it.
Awesome.
Yep. But yeah, well, thanks everyone, and I guess we'll see you all in the next episode.
Bye guys.
Yeah. Ciao.
안녕.